Okay, here's another Starfield live stream. Decided to upgrade my ship, though not visually yet still, but I decided to take on a UC Vanguard mission. So I'm doing the first one of that. That should be a bit of fun. Just arrived. And just taking a minute and kind of looking around here at all of this. Oh, share to how much I can do there. Okay. So yeah, this is what I am currently in the middle of. Looking at starting to working my way around this gourmet food factory thing on Tau City 1, I think it is. So yeah, that is looking to be a little bit of the fun. All right.
I sure could. Because to confirm my suspicions about this creature, I'm gonna need a tissue sample from it. And to get that, I need its corpse. But there is a way we can give ourselves an edge against this thing. The plant's security system. The admin terminal's here in this building, but it needs its connection reset. And as I found out, that's not a one-person job. But if you can make it to the security outpost and restore the connection, I think I can get things back online. See if the settlers left us any other tools.
Okay. There's all right. Let's get the security system back online. Whoa! I came here to help some settlers, not play chew toy to some alien. What can you tell me about the security system? Where can I find the security outpost? And you're not coming with me. Oh. What can you tell me about the security system?
With turrets at some point. Not sure how many are still operable, but at least a few appeared to be in fighting shape. There were also some sensors scattered around the facility that I didn't recognize. But those are honestly all just educated guesses until we get the connection reset.
Okay. Where can I find the security outpost?
The terminal in there should allow you to grant me access to the system as a whole. Then we can see about getting things back online.
All right, let's get that security system back online, lady.
Once I see the connection reset, I'll get things underway on my end. Take care of yourself out there. And make sure you
Brilliant.
leave thing for us to get a sample.
Oh boy. Grab myself a little bit of that. So, take a second here and get ourselves oriented. I've actually been here before any of the story stuff happened. Just happened into the place by accident while I was exploring. So, kind of a spot of kind of going, okay, I've actually surveyed this entire world, as you can see there on the left side. Been through this factory, looted it before, actually, which is kind of fun. But let's see here. So, restore the security system connection. And yeah, all right. Go ahead and place a little marker there. Right, shut this door for her sake, I guess, as much as anything. Let's do a little bit of jetpack leaping around here. Boom pop. More soft drinks. Because hey, what is a little gaming without a virtual case of type 2 diabetes, right? see. Is that the... yeah. That's the thing. The building, I think, we're talking about. I would be a little more nervous about all of this if I wasn't... if myself and the woman alongside me here weren't both ridiculously OP. Just overpowered as can possibly be. System status error reset required. Build longest tower may. Tracking system build dogs build 0.2. Today I think we're finally ready to give this a real test. The frequency needs to be calibrated to the size of the stock though, so we'll need to get some general measurements of the creatures once they arrive. But if this works, it could mean a new area in open range farming. We'll be able to function without fences. True free range. We're going to make so much damn money. Build 0.3. Everyone's finally got the hearing back, so I think we can go for test number 2. Our initial hopes for range and distance might have been a bit ambitious, but we've at least got the fundamentals down. Turn on the system, have the signal beamed directly into our personal radio, letting you know the location of nearby critters. Next up, improving how many animals we can track at once and how far we can track them. Always sad to see some tragic ambition just completely tossed out the window by some general alien gnarliness, right? Oh, a little bit of ammo. May as well loot while we can. What is this? Oh, it's a Baron knife 99. Celeste. Refined. Drum beat's really not all that useful though. All the things that I need. Hello, Morgan Commissara. How are you doing there? Back. Okay. Let's buy here if you could. This random can of sealant just sitting around. Who doesn't love those? So what do we got here? I'm gonna shut that door really quick because I don't know why. Not that I really need to, but I just feel better doing things that way. Tau Gourmet Security Hub. Status. Multiple warnings received. Please select an option from the list below. Security system connection status. Automated defenses. Tracking system and security logs. Security logs. Equipment drop today. Additional materials for the livestock tracking system. Ian's cooking up. 18.120.15. Couple predators came over the ridge last night. Maria was up, so she took a couple shots at them, drove them off. Those turrets can't get here soon enough. 18.121.77. Got the turrets delivered at long last. Once those are installed, no one needs to night watch anymore. Our lives are about to get a whole lot better. 18.145.03. Took multiple days on ladders, but the turrets are hooked up and ready to go. Goodbye night shift. 18.146.18. I may have been hasty. Turned the things on for the first time last night and blew out the grid. Rewiring starts today. 18.178.14. Okay, couple more tests of the system, and I think we're finally ready for prime time. All the automation they're trying to build into this place draws a lot more power than we initially planned for. Some technical materials, and more excitedly, feed dropped off today. Finally getting perishables at long last. Seems like this might be truly happening. So much hope. Tracking system says offline. Proceed to control ignition. Okay. That's what we're doing. Damage detected. Oh, the evisceration building. That sounds like a sunny place to go. Okay. Security system connection status. Reset security connection. Alright. There's Hadrian over there.
Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating, but I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Hello. I wish I'd found this earlier. Those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the terramorph is. It's not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5.
Sounds like a rock radio station. 183.5 in the morning. Hey, you've reached Wacky Dan in the morning. With Dan and Bob doing wacky things and annoying you in the morning at 183.5. Sorry, stop that now. I'm silly. And required proper tracking. Tracker frequency tuner. 183.5. Wait for the system to re-engage. Build logs, tethering. Okay. Wait, did I read this one? Yeah, okay. These people trying to... Oh, yeah. The livestock we're talking about are just these enormous shelled things.
Tracker's reading green. What's that sound?
Lockdown is active.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move. Look, I wouldn't engage directly if you could avoid it. The kill lanes. They're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the terramorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks. Give it hell, Vanguard.
Actually, I could probably just fight the thing hand to hand at this point, practically. What is that thing it just tore to pieces? Probably get some resources from it. No resources? Alright. Where are we heading here? What with? Okay. Well, I'm not too worried about it. Again, we're kind of overpowered. In a big way.
Inside is starting to make me feel like I should switch to becoming a vegetarian.
A lot of people that feel that way. Hold on. What am I looking for? It's on the floor above me? What am I doing here? What's going on here? Hold on. What am I looking at here? Okay. Here we are. And I'm bumbling around in the dark. Like a doofus.
Additional power required.
Alright. Potato heads. I could just go after that terramorph for right now and probably be fine.
Online.
Just part of the kill list. 1 out of 3. Of course, you can fly right over everything. It makes things really convenient as well.
Seeing a meat packing facility inside makes me feel like I should switch to becoming
Really? What you want to do, huh? Sure, we're damage resistant up here. Take a moment and do this though, because fighting these things for a while now. Not as scary as they once were. Hold on. Do this. Just really quick for the heck of it, right? I may as well play along here.
Additional power input required.
Additional power. Alright. None of that is going right. It's fine, right? That's how these things usually go. Every good plan fails when it comes in contact with the enemy. Something like that.
It's another to the depths of the colony.
These things have some, yeah. Terramorph cell sample.
I suppose
Good
they're
introductory
used
material.
to me.
Yeah. We're watching some live streamers tackling this stuff and thinking, okay, yeah, this is fun stuff. Stuff that I'm very generally okay with. And of course, this Hadrian person. Avoid spoilers, but a whole other set of things going on with her. So, Frankenstein. Very fitting, actually. In a few ways, anyway. Hello, lady. Got the interesting amber-colored eyes.
Tracker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or... Wait. You did it, didn't you? Heavens above! You just flatlined a terramorph!
Try not to sound so surprised.
No, I've just known whole Marine squads who couldn't take down a terramorph. To do it yourself? That's something else. You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you? All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
Sure, you don't need something, maybe for the abdomen wound? I can get a needle and thread, maybe stitch you up, or have Sarah stitch you up. Don't have any anesthetics, so we would need for you to bite down on a, length of some kind of fabric or a dirty rag or something. Something very movie-like. All right.
Older model. Let's see what you can do. Running basic diagnostics. Nothing. Maybe a flag scan? Spectrograph. Damn. This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this terramorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But terramorphs, they're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us. So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Talseti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business? It seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one. Well, they're not exactly
does no one
buying
know?
tickets and flying coach. The theory is that they're spread by some kind of egg or seed that's able to evade our detection. But how the hell an undetectable egg turns into a terramorph without anyone noticing is a question no one's ever found an answer to. And it's why what's happened here could be real bad news for the rest of human civilization. You're right. We just need more information first. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed, get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me? Yeah, I'd do it myself, but I need to call in some favors. See if I can't get access to that terramorph data. Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have to. You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sanan is worried there could be more attacks on the horizon. They should recognize the name.
That's a question. Why wouldn't my commander know who you are? Are you with the UC military
I
too?
was. Long time ago. Family tradition. But I know some of the folks from my old unit moved into the Vanguard. A couple even owe me favors. If I'm lucky, your commander is one of them.
Alright, don't worry, I'll make sure my commander agrees.
Oh, you don't understand what a weight off my shoulders that is. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means. I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. Bar run by some old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there. And here, it's not exactly a bounty, but you certainly deserve them. Should cover the cost of fuel to Mars, at least. Now please, go check in with your commander. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Alright. Well, I've done that. And that was a bit of fun. Where is my... Oh yeah. Gonna head up that hill. Now, if I am not completely cracked in my big dumb brain, seems like there was some kind of weird growth on this world I remember seeing the last time I was here that might have something to do with with the Terramorphs. That plus something else. Again, I don't want to give spoilers, but... Alright, let's head on to my... Yeah, one of these things. Very sinister looking. UC Vanguard quest stuff is kind of fun. But I have not been doing any of the faction quests or main story stuff except for a little bit of just going and getting some of the abilities from the temples. Since my character is apparently capable of getting those upgrades. Was it raining earlier when we were doing that? It cleared up? I'm not sure. Alright, let's get moving. I still apologize for the giant ungainly looking brick that is my ship, but really I've been going for a utilitarian sort of vibe. I have all of the stuff aboard this thing to give me all of the things that I need to be relatively self-sufficient. I've got all the crafting stations.
Head to my free position.
Got a little recovery room with a bunk right there. Got a little bit of this stuff going on here. Got the science lab and the workshop on the first floor. I've upgraded the ship with a little bit of a just to make sure that I max out the number of crew members I can have, because I wanted to include Vasco so I could get a couple of stats up for this ship. So I've got Sam Coe and his daughter, I've got Sarah Morgan, and I've got Andreja, and I've got Vasco on board. And they are all a bunch of fun, aren't they? So we got a little bit of that.
The galaxy's too big to be stuck in the same place.
I heartily agree. So yeah. And one of the things I did not know is when you get one of these stations, it increases your ship's crew capacity.
A brief history of time. If you find any edition, any at all, I will be your friend like forever. Have any new books for me? Sure.
And Frankenstein.
Wow, thank you. Okay, bye.
Okay, raspy voiced adolescent, I'll just be leaving you alone then. Right, time to take a look, at least, since you're joining me for this little chunk of adventure, which I appreciate. Just gonna have a quick look around. I have a couple of mess halls stacked on top of each other. Got some nice portals on the front. Possibly I could take the portholes out, probably have more interior features. Every time you add portholes to the exterior, it takes away from, it potentially can take away from a whole bunch of various features. If I put portholes on the side, like this galley might disappear, the ladders might wind up in different places. It's really hard to tell. Hard to be in control of that kind of stuff. Nice cooking station. Plenty of places for people to live and eat and sleep. And that to me is incredibly meaningful for the interior of this thing. I just like the feel of it doing that. Okay. And then, oh yeah. It's kind of identical in some ways to the other one, but with a few changes. Actually, before I switched things around, made some changes. I had one of the Kon-Tiki bridges, so there was an additional 2 floors to this. There was a ladder going up to the bridge, which you can enter from the bottom, as opposed to this one, which enters from the back like this. I've installed a couple of bunks. I did have chairs installed here and over on the other side on top of these couple of places that people can sit. There's little jumper seats back there. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuffed animals, because, you know, it's fun to have stuffed animals all over the place. I like a little fun clutter if I can get it. Aw, just knock them off. And over you. Put you on the bed. There was a good long time as I was playing this that I was trying to figure out how to manually pick things up, and I couldn't figure it out how to do it. I'm playing this via Game Pass. It didn't, you know, didn't physically buy the physical media disc thingy that you might get with something like this, which would have oftentimes a manual, you know, to go along with it, which you can then figure out how to do a whole bunch of things with. Another my friend Wilby. Just pop you right up here. That's fun. Anyway, okay. So the one thing that I have not done, that I'm a little puzzled about, I'm wondering if they were going to have me ever do anything about it. Gene tag for her somewhere. My new helmet that allows me to go invisible if I need to. Let's see here. What was I looking for? These things. Did we ever get the chance? To help this? Mobilizer. Alright. We got a chance to do the original mission, but of course, with the story, we've managed to hit upon something even more sort of scary and urgent, haven't we? Alright. Oh, wait. Would you like to see this chunkusy, ugly brick of a ship take off? Because we can do that. Taking off.
Nothing like hitting orbit.
Just realized I did manage to up my maneuverability a little bit. Nice. Brilliant. Good stuff. So that's all happening. All right. Head on back to where we need to be. Let's do it.
Switching over to standard engines.
Starship Frontier, this is United Colony Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Frontier.
And complete. Enjoy your
piloting the frontier, sir. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Residential. Planets. Residential district or commercial. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. We're going to wind up somewhere, and we are going to jetpack our way to wherever we're going. And that is also going to be fun. Feel free, if you like, to drop me a little bit of a chat, and I will see about, since I have my chat open in front of me, we'll see about responding to whatever you have to say. That's also kind of fun.
Hell of a city, isn't it? There's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
Isn't there, though? Alright. So then, since I am operating through this Stream Elements company, there is a little bit of a fun element to this of being able to, a little fun element to all of this of being able to what, you might add. Let's finish your sentence. Let's get several words all happening in sequence to make some sort of actual sense as I'm trying to talk here. Sorry. Bleh. What am I trying to say? I believe there are perks, drops, things like that that are attainable as a result of a viewer's loyalty to watch the channel, I suppose. So if you are feeling like it, you're not feeling unpredisposed to it, you're always welcome to come on back periodically and check the channel out. I have been trying, and there's one thing I want to apologize for. If you're one of those people that's taken a look at my posted stream schedule and has noticed that I have very, very frequently been not starting my stream when I say I'm going to. It's just trying to get myself into the habit of doing it. My general life schedule has been a little knocked out of joint. I'm trying to kind of get back into some state of regularity. So, should be able to start doing that this upcoming week. Right. I need your permission to deliver a terramorphic tissue sample to Mars.
A terror? What? How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers?
Boy, things didn't go as advertised. Only one alive was a researcher who gave me a sample and a gene tag.
A gene tag? Let me see that. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database.
Why don't we check your man bun, buddy?
Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the colony war. And was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, you can at least be sure she knows her aliens.
So this might actually be an urgent mission.
Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special?
She's afraid there could be more attacks. Like the one that wiped out the people of Tau Ceti.
She thinks there could be more of these? Well, This is one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. But if Hadrian Sinon thinks this sample needs to get to Mars, then we're gonna make sure it gets to Mars. I'll take care of the clearances and ensure you get your credits. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I'd suggest you move out.
Nice. Ask about Percival at the Trace Authority. Percival at the Trace Authority? What does that mean? What does that even mean? Oh, we're starting to become daytime. Getting ourselves into the daytime, people. Hold on. What am I looking at here? There's something below ground here. Oh, yeah. Little navigation markers navigating me everywhere. But just to humor myself and them, we'll go ahead and do this. This one. Again, welcome to the TheX-erAbides live stream at a very irregular time. Probably going to pop myself back down to sleep at some point soon. I'm going to try, if I can, to perhaps find a starport that or a star station that has the set of parts I'm kind of looking for. So I've been, perhaps unwisely, but there's some information I kind of been curious about getting your ship to be as, high armored, high weapon powered, as maneuverable as it can be, as long range as it can be. So I've been going, so I've kind of managed to gain a fair amount of credits just doing a lot of surveying. I may as well do a little bit more upgrading here. Hello, Vasco. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being a friend.
Just isn't the same as the real thing.
You're going to hang out here because if you are, I'm going to be okay with that. Hello. All right. Yeah, I want to do something else with this ship layout if I can. I want to keep these modules in particular, but find some interesting way to arrange them that won't require me adding the bunch. Oh, what am I doing? Just went up one deck. I want to go up several. Okay. Get the ship doing a bunch of stuff without having to add a whole bunch of the various extra bits that don't really do anything, but are visually interesting, but they just, again, don't really do anything. But I really am fond, gotta say, whoops, fond of being able to run around like this, see the people running around, look at the larger scale scope of the city. It is all just the pretty. And on this system, I mean, they really did work to have the PS5 and this iteration of the Xbox, the Series S and X, to be as powerful as they could be. I mean, I imagine there are probably a few more. I can't imagine what they would be though. A few more visual bells and whistles you would get with a really high-end PC, maybe a higher frame rate. But that kind of stuff isn't as important to me as just the fact that everything does a specific set of things that you want them to do, and they do it fairly seamlessly. Whether it's this game or No Man's Sky, which I don't know if anyone in the sound of my voice has tried to play this one, but again, if you have an Xbox Series S, you can just hop onto that one and play it. Kind of get to know all the little systems. Although my biggest advice is get to understand that opening up certain menus requires use of the up and down positions on the little directional pad located below the actual joysticks, because that used to just confuse the bejeebus out of me horribly. Just really confusing. Yeah, I've maxed out my
This right here is my catnip. Orbit reached.
yeah, relatively not like not super maneuverable, but better than it was. Can kind of make some of this stuff happen here a little bit better. These things are giving me a fairly large amount of, yeah. So it's not a light ship that can really move and fight as well as I would like, but I've got some. My guns are unstoppable. So, all right, time to head to Mars.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. You're cleared to land. Enjoy your stay at Sidonia.
Well, what if I don't want to land at Sidonia? What if I want to get somewhere else? All right. It's interesting the way they're representing this. At some point, I'm going to have to land in the Marineris and see if they got any of this stuff right, because between this valley and other big landmarks, like, where is it? I'll have to wait until it's on the daylight side. Olympus Mons, the Mount Olympus on Mars, the highest mountain possible. So I'm kind of in the mood to check out an ice cap. That's what I'm going to do, just really quick. Oh, hello. Oh, it's reiterating a photo that I took earlier as a loading screenshot. I just wanted to land in a Mars polar ice cap. I'm just going to take a quick perusal around.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Thank you, Vasco. You're always so helpful. That is why I am fond of you. Shipwreck Hab. Said always a lot of unexpected stuff kind of going on. Deserted UC Garrison. What about deserted UC Mr. Garrison. Students, you could all just be not a bunch of complete idiots for 2 minutes. Could learn what 2 plus 2 means. Percival at the UC Trade Authority. I got one thing right. Mars has roughly 0.38 Earth gravity, so minus 5 degrees, minus 5 degrees Celsius. Not sure what that shakes out to in Fahrenheit. Oh yeah, that's right. 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, right? With the freezing point. They use the freezing point as the reference. But minus 5 degrees, that's mild. Minus 60 degrees on a warm day on Mars, from what I understand anyway. I checked this stuff out before. I think I might have. Shipwreck have. Some people had decided to set up shop here at some point. Always an adventure. Credits. And a space helmet that I do not want. Hold on a second here. Well, they don't have their science right, but that's no big deal. Oh no. Hey fella. Gotta take your credits. You're kind of dead there. Oh, but the blood would tend to suggest that they did not die of just... Huh. Alright, fella, sorry to... I'm going to eat some ramen mini bite through my spacesuit. That should be fun. Oops. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Oh, that's fun. Ouch. Getting smacked in the face by a Habdor. So it's a little awkward. Anybody home? Anybody at all? Oh man, so sorry guys. All went nipples up on us before we even got here to help you. That is sad. Ooh, a mighty Stapleton. What is there to loot? Anything at all? What we got here? Sealant, for which to seal things. Toxin, for which to get toxicified. And to gain some toxicity. Oh, gotta do a little bit of one of these. And yeah, that's fine. Oh, they are gonna make me work for it today, huh? Okay. Oh, there's not a 3-spotter here, is there? That is unfortunate. Not unexpected. Oh, I didn't really need to switch, did I? Okay. What do we have here? This. A bit of... Alright. And we are... Johnny be good. Chlorine. 7 chlorine. Some cola. Num 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 num. Crits and a little Heart Plus, which I am a big fan of. Between the Heart Plus and the Boudica, actually at one point very recently, ended up with, it was affecting my stats because I'd been using a bunch of it and my character apparently was dealing with a little little addiction problem to it, which was causing my carrying capacity to go down. I was like, oh, no, don't you dare. A watermelon? Sarah, what do you say? Have a little dead man's watermelon together? There we go. Yeah, like, it would not go that quickly. Ooh, an onion. Eating some onions. Oh, yeah. Chock full of oniony goodness, you know. Alright, we're out. Just out of curiosity, I wanted to check some things out. I've seen another site like this in another world, where people had set up a little camp, and for whatever reason, ended up dying there, like these guys have. Tragically. A little something out of their, wrecked ship here. Like the fact that all the ships bear the same, like they're really beautifully consistent. Their whole art style carries through to everything, which I can't help but respect. I mean, here we have one of those bracers that you can use to link things together if you don't have anything else on your ship. You've got just all kinds of stuff that's a wrecked version of parts on actual ships that I have now become a little more familiar enough with to be like, oh yeah, I had that on a ship or two of my own. Alright. But, as I'm fond of saying, or not particularly fond of saying, I can't really tell yet, it's time to get out of here and head on to the mission. Oh, and again, I got sidetracked. There are new weapons in New Atlantis that have been made available to me that I can grab through the UC. And there was a YouTuber that actually was kind enough to give some indicators of what these weapons available through the UC are. Some really apparently powerful particle beams, autocannons, turret thingies that I might have to just equip just for the giggles of it, because I like to have the giggles. I am fond of the giggles. Running across. I'm trying to remember if I'm remembering right, and I remember my science or my reading, the south polar ice cap of Mars is carbon dioxide, and the north one is mostly water. Frozen carbon dioxide at the south and frozen water at the north, if I'm thinking about it the right way here. Yeah, my ship's not the slickest looking, but it does everything you want a ship to do, and I have just a huge amount of storage, although I should just taken. I've been granted a home on Aquila, which I could use for a bunch of storage space, I suppose, if I wanted to. Just build a whole bunch of storage crates. You know, it's always fun. So yeah, everything is kind of upgraded with the best parts that I can currently get, because I still need to install enough unique parts to get my ship design skill leveled up appropriately. So at some point we're going to take a minute and do that.
Pleasant to see you.
Well, thank you for making up your mind whether it was pleasant or not, Basket. Okay. Back aboard. Kind of expect everybody to be around a table eating a meal together and have one of them. You do that, little person. Corico. What a great teleplay relationship she has with her dad. It's fantastic, actually. Hello, Sam. Doggone it. Gonna sit. this station for no readily apparent reason and do this. Look around for a minute. I'm going to get up very slowly.
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day.
I hope Cora doesn't get too much
Well,
on her foot.
having access to a majority of... Yeah, I hate to tell you this, Sam, but that girl looks an awful lot like me. Yeah, that's right. Sam got himself cuckolded before he even met me. Maybe that should be part of the backstory of this guy. Oh, good. That's right, so... This thing has gone ahead and consolidated all the ladder travel to one spot throughout the entire ship, and I cannot help but just massively appreciate that about this. I really do like this. I really do like this bridge. Instead of just being a cockpit, it's just a whole bunch of great visual things going on. Got a little navigation table. I still need to put some chairs on this side and the other side. I did actually have, I'd put another one of these on another ship, and actually it should still be one of these on another ship, where I've got like a couch built over here on the glass and just chairs just placed all over the place. It's fun. Fun stuff, says me. See, I wish there's some way you could actually, some switch you could push to bring all of these down, but whatever. Alright. Let's head our big fat selves. My own big fat self, really, more than anything else. Let's see. On over to Sidonia. You can catch a Muse concert. Yeah, that's right. Mars Launchpad. And travel. I don't know if that's a photo I took that's being used for the loading screen, but I took one just like that of that specific creature.
I hope you have a good reason for landing here.
Starfield, also known as Container Opening Simulator. My only question is, where are the knights hereof, people? That's what I'm wondering about.
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a minor. Or at least don't come crying to me if anything happens to you.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others, or fulfill any spiritual needs you may have.
Thank you for that information, random guy.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia. Let's keep it that way.
How about you just mind your own business? Yeah, that's right. I said it. Mind your own business, NPC person blabbering at me like, oh, hello.
Aren't anything special, but plenty of people call them home.
Well, you are space colonists, so there really isn't anything that I would look at, any part of any of this as being like lower status or prestigious. It's frickin' space, people. It's space. And you can build your own ship from modules. or customize a ship in an unlimited manner. So, pardon me, I need to speak to this trade authority guy. Hello.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Captain Reeve, Vanguard. I need Percival Walker's help investigating a troubling discovery.
Do you now? Well,
Yes.
I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
You don't sound particularly interested in finding him.
No longer interested in Dr. Walker's services. He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. If you were to find him and get him to pay, the Trade Authority would be most grateful for it.
Oh, I loathe the Trade Authority. Is it absolutely necessary that we have to help them? I couldn't have put that better myself.
Pity.
Perhaps a little advance on my part might pique your interest. Visit the Sixth Circle, a bar on the lowest level of the city. If someone in Sidonia knows where Percival is, you'll find them there.
Ah, my day just got a whole lot brighter.
That's because they turned the light on in here. It was kind of dim before, and now, in the very literal sense, you're talking about a brighter day. But enough of that out of me. Thank you, my good man, for standing there regally behind the desk. All right, let's head on down and deal with these. Minor types, because them seems like a bunch of fun folk to me, or something like that.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin.
Oh. No, devils.
Where are you from? Red Devils? Best fighters since the Spartans. This is our bar, so folks like you can go drink at the Spear.
I'm feeling like taking the bad tact and just starting something, but what if I like drinking around morons? Can I drink here? What? Anyway, I'm going to name drop. How about that? Hadrian Sinon sent me. Buckwheat. I'm looking for a man named Walker, but not the Texas Ranger Walker.
Dr. Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
And you, why don't you come here and tell me what some stray wants with Walker?
Well, why don't you keep talking to me like that? See where it gets you, Mr. Brownish gray shirt, cyborg eye fella. Oh, it's got an eye patch.
Not every day a stray topsider wanders into my bar claiming they know people. What do you want with Dr. Walker?
I want to eat his liver with a nice Chianti and a side of fava beans. On official Vanguard business, I need him to look at something.
Is that so? Well, Captain, then you should have no problem answering a few simple questions about the Vanguard, right? Like knowing, for example, what Supra et Ultra means. You remember? Your Vanguard motto?
Really? You're going to make me take a multiple choice test? I'm gonna have Sarah Morgan pipe in.
I can vouch for this one. He's Vanguard, true as they come.
And you're someone I should trust, huh? Why?
I'm UC military, retired. Can give you my gene tag code too if you'd like.
Not necessary. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. I'm always inclined to help a friend.
Oh, let's do this. You and Percival were both Red Devils. Can you tell me about them?
Red Devils were the meanest Marine unit the UC Navy ever had. Couldn't get in if you hadn't done at least one stint as a Martian Dusty. Made us tough, reliable. That's why they chose us as the handlers for the UC's
Cancer-ridden.
No other unit could handle that pressure. Percival, though, he wasn't a grunt like all of us. Science officer. Made sure the monsters behaved themselves around the devils. And didn't with everyone else. But it was those monsters that did us in. When the colony war ended, the armistice came down. Everything associated with xeno-weapons got shelved. Red Devils included. Now they're just a memory.
Xenoweapons. You were mentioning xenoweapons. You're okay. You want to dig into this area when I wasn't even ready to ask anything about that. You worked with xenoweapons?
Infantry officer. But my grunts deployed alongside the things. Never seen anything like it. Before or since. Monsters from the darkest corners of the Black, rampaging across the battlefield. And understand why they banned them. Brutal. Armistice hurt us more than most, but... wow. Wasn't all bad that came out of that agreement.
You know, who they should have gotten for this guy's voice actor, Michael Ironsides, of, you know, a ton of movies. Like, I believe, you know, Total Recall. Didn't he have a role in RoboCop? I'm not sure. But then also Starship Troopers. A whole bunch of Paul Verhoeven films, and he has a very distinctive, very gritty voice, which would fit this guy perfectly because he looks like Michael Ironsides' character in Starship Troopers. Anyway, all right. And how would you suggest I go about clearing Percival's name?
Most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Making that adjustment would be illegal. I don't think this is a road we should travel.
And, one soldier to another. Sidonia's full of old utility tunnels and crawl spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these. I look forward to hearing the good news.
No, am I getting a drunken come here from somebody? Come here, I got something I gotta tell you. You're a good kid. Yeah, I like your face. This alcohol I'm drinking is really making me feel friendly.
What? Get out of my face. Go huff gravel. What? Go huff gravel.
How about I stand on you? Would that work for you? I stand on your knees. And the slightest little hop sends me so far into the air. So, you want me to pull a knife on you? Is that what you want to have happen?
Get out of my face. Go huff gravel. Get out. What?
Please do something. I like your spacesuit. I like those colors.
Okay. Hello.
Okay. Hello yourself. I think I will just go pay off the debt. I think I will take a tack with this that I got the money to do it. I'm not broke. I'm not worried about anything. I've been spending so freaking much time just surveying and fighting pirates and looting the crap out of everything that I have a little bit of everything that I want. I just need to upgrade my character stats a little more in a couple of areas and good.
We got lots of stuff. Just ask.
Was there something else? Do you now? Very well. Let me take a look at his... Here, his current balance. And do remember, all transactions are final.
21,000 That's like less fewer than 4 guns that I could sell somewhere. But
Be cleared. Wonderful. Dr. Walker's dead is officially no longer our problem. You have my thanks. Oh, and if you do find him, please let Percival know I'm eagerly looking forward to never working with him again.
speak to whom? Whom am I speaking to there? Oh. Why do I need the doggone? Yep. I need the elevator, I guess. Run everywhere and make it that much quicker. Oh, whoa, okay. The 6th circle. As in the 6th circle of hell. Let's see. I don't remember my Dante's Inferno very well. I don't remember what the 6th circle actually was. I have to look it up.
Yeah? Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit. But we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Good you're going in there, actually. Bunch of spacers moved in, not long after we got Percival set up. Don't expect he'd run out before they got taken care of. But I'm sure he'll appreciate not having to find out if I left him with enough rations. Yeah, the passkey. I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
Alright. Thank you, Lou. Since we are now officially all military together. Alright.
Reminder, Gable Star Yards has declared next Friday a work holiday.
You know, I believe
believe we've got the best mining team ever assembled here.
3 years.
Welcome,
Hello,
welcome.
Trevor.
Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos Mining Project here in scenic underground Sedona. I could spare a minute or two to chat, so long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose.
Where's Mars?
Sorry, mate. I've got no idea what you're on about. Sounds made up if you ask me. But then again, maybe the other miners have been inventing some jargon I'm not familiar with. Best to ask around.
You know, I used to have a jacket just like the one you're wearing. I liked it.
Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great. But, yeah, unfortunately, all our mining contracts are filled right now. Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books. I love the enthusiasm. Now, do yourself a favor and get to know some of the miners. It'll remind you what you're doing this for. Anyway, I'm getting off track. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan to solving our little problem, though.
Sure, tell me the plan.
You're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yield so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first. When you've got enough,
Yeah, I'll do
get
it.
over there for processing. Then come see me.
Sidonia City Security is here to keep you safe. If you see something suspicious, please don't hesitate to report it to any security officer.
Are you shooting at flies now?
Some people that don't like her remarks, I find her delightful. I'll do some activity stuff. Because, you know. What are we doing here? Yeah, we'll do this. Because I like this Trevor guy. I like him and I like his Australian accent for no readily apparent reason. I find he's got a lot of character. For that very reason. He's a beer swilling, Sheila loving Australian and I dig it. Throw another shrimp on the barbie. Something like that. Something culturally sensitive like that. Gloosh. Oh good, it's got him to the specific iron that he wants. So, yeah. It'd be helpful. Kind of started to master a number of things about how this game does what it does, which I'm really happy about. I didn't know if this whole thing was going to be relatively overwhelming. If I'd be able to kind of get up to speed on how to make Starfield do all the stuff I needed it to do. But after spending a little time delving back into a couple of other Bethesda games, spending a little time with Fallout 3, delving back into Oblivion, Oh, pull a knife on the minecart, okay. Where is Trevor fella? There he is.
Okay. I can see you're serious about helping. That all you mind is really gonna bolster our numbers. Right. Now, the next part is a little trickier. Our director of mining operations, Peter Brennan, fired his last assistant over a month ago. Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment, and unfortunately, he's useless without an assistant. I think I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the approval. Now hold on, it's not that easy. You'll need to apply for it like anyone else. Head to the Deimos Star Yard's office up in Orbit to fill out the application. It's where that job is posted. Come back and see me when you've done that, and we'll talk about how to secure the position for you.
You're jumping through a lot of hoops to get those miners the equipment that they need.
All citizens
All
are
right.
welcome and encouraged to make use of the Sidonia Community Center on the mid-level for activities of all sorts. Seek a community center representative to plan your event or regular gatherings today.
Okay. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go ahead and undo that and head back to our primary mission. Delivering devils. Alright. Let's go find Percival, eh? What is it? Yeah. Probably not something anybody working on this was... Probably something that nobody who was working on this when the pandemic started, they were probably like, yeah, we're not gonna would not want to walk through one of these in the middle of an actual pandemic, because everybody had been walking through them and touching them and coughing on them. Like, yay, let's get everybody more sick just from get from area to area. Another game that's a lot like this that I've actually enjoyed, that I've actually I'm a little ways into, that I started recently. Actually, less recently than that, I started on the actual Nintendo Switch because they had a port of it. But they had a version for this, and it was the Outer Worlds. I thought to myself, you know what, I like that one. I think I'm going to work my way through at least a few scenarios and see what it's like. And to my great joy, the Outer Worlds takes place on, well, it's not as expansive as an entire, hundreds of star systems and planets like this one, but you are in a single solar system with a bunch of planets and space stations and moons, and can run around and do similar things to this. A little more of a social commentary, slightly what's the word I'm thinking of? I wouldn't say it was a parody or parodic, but there are some elements to it that are kind of lampooning some science fiction ideas, and the whole visual style is very retro-futuristic, I suppose. Alright. Well, we have reached a point at which I need to sign off and grab some sleep. So, I've got some stuff coming up that I need to make sure that I am rested for. So I'm going to sign off. Wish you a good night. Have yourself a good one there. And we will see you all. Like I said, I usually start between 10 and 11 in the morning, and I have like a little midday stream. But I might just, depending on what my general work schedule and everything else is doing, just have to kind of wing it like I've been doing. But again, I feel like I've lost a few followers to the channel because they were expecting me to be holding to a schedule, and I get it. I have been meaning to do that exact thing, which is be consistent and follow the schedule. But, so yeah, I'll have to see how it goes. But have a good night, morning, afternoon, wherever it is you are. If you're watching this posthumously, or if you're watching me right now, which is fun. We'll see you all later. Be watching for any notifications. I will be putting up on X and Facebook, or Twitter and Facebook, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, have a really good one. Bye-bye now.